Good morning. Happy Saturday. It seems as though maybe I was able to sort out whatever connection problem this was the last 2 days. So far it looks good. And all my tests this morning looked good. So I think we are finally live again. Good morning and happy Saturday. Our teacher this week is Hafiz, a Persian poet born in Iran in the 1300s. If you know Rumi, it's very similar to Rumi, sounds very similar to Rumi, and lots of their work are contributed to or attributed to each other. I often get confused between their work. But let's get into today's teaching from Hafiz. What does Hafiz have to say to us today? He says, what do sad people have in common? Hey, Michelle, good morning. Pat, good morning. Now I can see some people in the background. This is another thing that Facebook changes every now and again. I don't really see anyone, but I can see somebody as well. Good morning, happy Saturday. Right, Hafiz says, what do sad people have in common? It seems they have all built a shrine to the past, and often go there and do a strange wail and worship. What is the beginning of happiness? Stop being so religious about the past. I like his way of saying things, so I'll read this one again. What do sad people have in common? It seems they've all built a shrine to the past, and often go there and do a strange wail and worship. What is the beginning of happiness? It is to stop being so religious about the past. So his first message really clearly speaks about the past and how we often get stuck in some way in the past. The next one says, now that all your worry has proved such an unlucrative business, why not find a better job? Now that all of your worry has proved such an unlucrative business, why not find a better job? And worry tends to be when we get stuck in the future, when the thoughts about the future, when the anxiety we feel in ourselves because of the uncertainty of the future keeps us stuck in that place. He says, why not find a better job? Which probably means be present. Be right here. Right here is the only place where you can be effective, where you can have any effect. Israela, a very good morning. And another part of being stuck in the future is that we so often view the future through the lens of the past. So in a way, it's still being stuck in the past, standing in our past recording and looking into the future through those lenses of the past. And we tend to predict all the bad, all the worst from the past into the future. It will always be like this. So past and future can really keep us quite stuck. Maggie, a very good morning. Happy Saturday. Right, the last thoughts. First one spoke about the past. Second one spoke about the future. The last thought speaks about right here, right now. Good morning, Charlene. Happy Saturday. He says, this place where you are right now, God circled on a map for you. Our beloved has bowed there, knowing you are coming. This place where you are right now, God circled on a map for you. Our beloved has bowed there, knowing that you are coming. Right here, this place, this space. I enjoy the words. The words are really beautiful. But to get very practical about it, the only place we can spend our energy effectively is right here, right now. Whenever we pour energy into the past, and we can do that, we can pour our energy into the past, but it's wasted. Our energy can do nothing there. Whenever we pour energy into the future, we can do that. We can really pour energy out into the future, but it's into nothingness. It cannot do anything. There will be left equally spent, whether the energy did anything or not. The only place our energy is useful at all is being present right here. Being present is your ultimate productivity tool. It's not just a philosophy. It's not just a spiritual thing. It is the only way that we are productive. Right, let's get into today's meditation. Today's meditation is come to your senses. This practice of paying attention to your physical senses, of allowing your body to give you whatever physical experience it's having, is always a grounding experience. Whenever I pay attention to what I'm seeing, when I pay attention to what I'm smelling, I am involved in this present moment. Whenever you have an experience of struggling to get out of a stuckness in the past or a stuckness to the future, it's always a great idea to stop for a few minutes, close your eyes, breathe, and pay attention to your senses. It pulls you right into this moment, right here, right now. And then maybe when you open your eyes and you go about your business again, maybe for a little while, you'll be more present with what you're doing. So if you're ready, you can close your eyes. Let's float away, starting with the first few big breaths. Let's take a deep breath in. And out. A deep breath in. And out. A deep inhale. And let it go. Deep breath in. And out. One more big breath in. And let it all flow away. You can continue the same breathing pattern on your own time. Every slow inhale through your nose gets drawn all the way deep down into your belly. And as you breathe in, raise yourself up. Make yourself a little bit taller. And once you've reached your full height, let all of it go. As you breathe out, soften. Soften your spine, slump down your shoulders, and drop your head. One way to think of everything you've experienced since your birth until now is that all of that is on a recording in your subconscious. You have a recording of everything that's happened and of all the meaning you made out of what has happened. Don't forget to continue your own full body breathing. Your small self, your scared parts. It can also be called ego. These parts of you, the parts of you that are very invested in this human body. Those are the parts that experience that recording, every little bit of it happening. And the only place where your small self can find its information from is from that recording. That recording is not absolute truth. It is just the things that happened in the past. We can't blame our small self for holding that as truth and using that past truth to predict future truth. Don't get stuck in a war with yourself either. It is the nature of how we are designed, that our very human survival parts will hold on to that old recording as absolute truth. The way we get beyond that is to remember that that's not all of you. You are this other part too. The part that's not so invested in this physical body. The part that existed long before this physical body was born and will still exist long after this physical body is gone. That part of you very clearly sees the recording for what it is. It's just the things that happened and the meaning you made, not necessarily true. It is that part that finds it so easy to be present. Because there's so much past and so much future that it's clear that the only thing that exists is now, and a constantly ever-changing now. This is who you are. We'll take the last few big breaths of this phase together, helping our body stretch, adjust, and settle down. Let's take a deep breath in. As you release, drop your head all the way forward. And roll out your neck muscles. Big half circles to the left and to the right. Take a deep breath in. As you release, roll your shoulders forward. Take Take a deep breath in. As you release, roll your shoulders backwards. Take a deep breath in. As you release, focus on your spine. And one more big breath in. And as you release, you can stretch, move, adjust any part of your body that still needs a bit of help settling down. Having stepped into presence as much as we can turn inwards and dive deep inside for the next part of our journey. With every next inhale, we'll hold our breath for a few short moments, followed by a long, slow exhale. Let's take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, make it a long, slow exhale. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, feel into your body. Feel the muscles of your body slowly soften. Take a deep breath in. And hold. As you release, follow the downwards flow. Feel your body slowly soften. Feel your shoulders slowly falling. And feel how you are slowly slipping deeper and deeper into you. One more big breath in. And hold. And as you release, feel yourself melting. Feel your whole body dissolving. Feel how you are slipping into a deeper level of surrender with every slow exhale. You can continue the same breathing pattern on your own time. Every slow inhale through your nose is an invitation. It invites you to turn inwards and follow. Feel the air flow in through your nostrils. Feel the air touch the back of your throat. Stay with your breath as it flows in through your lungs. And as you fill up the balloon inside your belly, feel yourself slip all the way in. Holding the breath inside of you is a moment of holding you, holding all of you within you. Hold your breath only for as long as it feels easy, followed by a long, slow exhale. With your next big breath, as you dive deep into you, we're going to take a journey through the senses of your body. So with your next big breath, welcome yourself to this body. Take your next big breath. Our journey of the senses goes from top to bottom, and our first stop is your eyes. With your next big breath as you dive deep into you, spend a moment thinking about, if you were to open your eyes, what would be the most obvious thing that you would see? And with your mind, study this obvious thing from all angles. Take your next big breath. And then changing gears, if you were to open your eyes, what would be the least obvious thing you would see? What would you have to look around for and go, oh yes, that thing there? And with your next big breath, as you dive deep into you, study all of its detail with your mind. Take your next big breath. We'll take a step down to what you can hear. With your next big breath as you dive deep into you, For the moment, pay attention to the most obvious sound that you can hear. And if you know this sound well, see if you can get deeper into this sound. Can you pay attention to all of the different layers of sound within this one sound? Take your next big breath. And with your next big breath, as you dive deep into you, pay attention to the slightest sound. What is a sound that you can only just barely hear? You'd have to really pay attention to pick it up and go, oh yes, that sound there. Take your next big breath. We'll take another step down in this time, and for the next 2 stops, you can change your breathing to whatever works for you, because holding your breath while trying to smell and taste doesn't always work. With your next big breath as you dive deep into you, is there an obvious smell that you can pick up? Is there a clear smell you can discern? Take your next big breath. With your next big breath as you dive deep into you, is there any other smell? Any secondary smell that you can also pay attention to? Take your next big breath. take another step down towards what you can taste. And with your next big breath, as you dive deep into you, bring your attention to whatever it is that you can taste right now. Take your next big breath. Changing gears with your next big breath as you dive deep into you. Can you pick up any other taste, any secondary taste at all? Pay attention to see what's there. Take your next big breath. We step down to our last stop. One of the most amazing organs. Not that they are not all amazing, but your skin really is. With your next big breath, as you dive deep into you, pay attention to where on your skin can you feel the most obvious sensation. Pay attention to that, and also to all of the different sensations in that one area. Take your next big breath. And one more change of gears. Scan the surface of your skin and see if you can find a spot where you can just barely feel any sensation, but there is something there. you perhaps find a spot of open skin where you can feel the air touch your skin. Take your next big breath. We'll take the last few big breaths of this phase together, slipping out of the breath holding space and into the next. Take a deep breath in. And hold. As you release, make it a really long, really slow exhale. One more big breath in. And hold. And as you release, feel yourself slip all the way through. There is no more attention on your breathing. You can sit all the way back or lie all the way back down and feel yourself just floating. Being present, not spending energy, or let me say, not pouring energy into the past, and not pouring energy into the future, but using all of your energy wisely in this present moment is the most effective you can be, is the best productivity tool that you have. And this little meditation of paying attention to your senses can be a huge help in helping your mind be more productive. It's a great example of, although we're cycling through 5 senses, but finding one at a time, one thing to focus on. It makes it a bit easier that it's not one thing for the whole meditation, but 5 different things. But pay attention to, you can do this on your own, pay attention to the one thing you're trying to focus on and see how often your mind wanders away from that one thing. This is a great opportunity to sharpen your tools, especially this one called focus. If you bring your attention to what you can hear, how long does it take your mind to wander away to what is it that you need to cook for lunch today? And the practice is simply this: return. There's no judgment there. There shouldn't be any blame that your mind wanders away. It's what a mind does naturally. But we can get better at better focus. And it takes this practice, it takes this repetition. While I'm paying attention to what I can hear, if my mind wanders, and believe me, mine does, I bring it back and say, wait, I'm paying attention to what I can hear now. Nope, come back again. I'm listening to these Haridas making a lot of noise. I want to really hear. How many Haridas are there? Can I hear them all? Whenever your attention shifts from what you're focusing on, gently bring it back. That is taking your mind to the gym. It is like working out a muscle, and your ability to focus will increase. Your productivity will be even better. We have the last 5 breaths of gratitude to do together. With every exhale, I'll say my thank you, and I invite you to say yours. Let's take a deep breath in. Thank you for this body. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for having this full-bodied experience. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for becoming a much more knowledgeable operator of this body. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for becoming much better at allowing this body to experience whatever it is experiencing, whether it's the physical outer senses or the senses of my inner world. Whenever I allow my body to experience whatever it experiences, while I just observe, in that moment, even if my body is responding to the past or the future, while I just become the witness, I step into presence. One more big breath in. Thank you, beautiful people. Thank you for spending a little bit of your Saturday with us and coming on this journey of the senses. Hey, good morning, Sine. Good morning, Nella. Good morning, Ange. Awesome seeing you all right there. I hope you have a great weekend. I hope you've had a really good week. That your weekend is filled with fun. Thanks, Maggie. Thank you, Sunmary. Thank you, Charlene. Righto, today worked. I hope tomorrow works again. And if you want a group of people that you can just come and sit in silence with, where people will be okay with your silence and you'll be okay with theirs, we all just slip into that silent space together. And that's what happens tomorrow. Sunday morning meditations are always just quiet. Come and join us. Thanks, Israela. Thank you, Nella. Have a beautiful day. Ciao, ciao.